Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Fascinating, fascinating. And many people on your planet are rather divided. Was this a hoax? Was this a psyop? Was this a genuine supernatural experience? And then many of you will come to us for the certainty, for the answer. The Sasani will know, the channeled entity will know, they'll clarify it, they'll be able to get to the bottom of this mystery. And why, yes, we could say, oh, it was definitely a psyop, or oh, it was definitely a portal, or oh, it was definitely this. You notice once we say that, it's almost like for many of you, it's case closed. Oh, that's what it was. Cool. That's what it was. Excellent. That's what I wanted. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, that wasn't what I expected. Okay. You notice how if we give you an answer, we sterilize the mystery. We completely sterilize any element of mystery connected to the event. This is why we do not give answers usually as to whether an event was real or whether it was a hoax. Hoaxes do happen, genuine supernatural things do happen. With these events, for many of you, you have no personal way of telling what actually happened. You were not there. So the first thing to say is, I don't know what happened, except that you do not know what happened. After this, it is important to be aware of your biases. What do you want it to be? And become aware of your negative bias. What do you not want it to be? Those types of things must be really seen in clarity. Otherwise, your assessments of reality will be flavored by your own likes and dislikes, and that will prevent you from getting accurate takes, accurate perceptions into the nature of phenomena. So, with this particular event, one of the things that we will say is underneath of many of the structures in your modern cities are very sophisticated, very comprehensive installations that are funded by your militaries, by your governments. And in some of these locations, there are high energy phenomenon underground that takes place. Some of this high energy phenomenon has to do with technology. Now, some of this is simply a means of power production, power manufacturing. Other dimensions of it have to do with computing power. Other dimensions of it are much more experimental in nature. So, these types of high energy technologies and phenomenon can create certain disturbances, certain conditions that can allow for the veils that separate different parallel realities to begin to thin. And when that happens, there are bleed overs. And beings, phenomenon from other realities can begin to enter into yours. That was what had happened there. There was a disturbance in that boundary, in that barrier, and started to allow for these other beings to slip through into your reality. But you must keep in mind when that happens and people perceive them, it's a perception that is taking place within their consciousness. Some of this phenomena cannot be recorded because it is strictly psychic. So if you were to observe a recording of some of these beings, there'd be nothing there. But if you asked every person in the room, they would say, oh, we saw that. You must keep in mind there's certain things technologies cannot pick up because the subject matter might be rooted in a higher dimensional reality. Therefore, its actual nature can't be detected by the technology, but the being is sophisticated enough where it can make itself known to beings whom it desires to make contact with. So these types of portals will continue to open. The one in Florida was a little unbalanced. That's why it was chaotic in terms of what unfolded, what transpired following it. But keep in mind that you are opening these portals collectively, consciously and unconsciously. And this is ultimately allowing for whatever types of energetic spiritual beings are a match for you individually and collectively to begin to take notice of your reality and to begin to enter into your reality in a greater way.
And can you say what type of beans are, or is that just personal to each?
They were a mirror of consumerism and hedonism,
Oh, wow.
indulgence. That's why they showed up as shadows. They were mirroring the unconscious energy that usually accompanies compulsive shopping.